Hello my dear students. Today we are going to discuss chapter 3 of economics book of class 9th, Poverty as a Challenge, in which we will discuss one of the major and burning problem of our country since independence. Children, you might have seen when you move out of the houses many examples of poverty. Beggars on the street, small children working in dhabas and hotels, daily wage workers at construction site, rickshaw pullers carrying goods, people from one place to another. Similarly, in villages, landless laborers and farmers working in field. All these are the example of poverty. Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi once said that India will never be truly independent until unless the poorest of its poor become free of human sufferings. Let us now see the condition of poverty in India. First, we will discuss two cases of poverty, one from urban area and the other from rural area. Let us see the example of urban area. Ram Saran is a daily wage laborer. His income is 1500 rupees a month. His family includes his wife and 4 children. He has to send money to his old parents. His wife Santa Devi works as a maid in few houses and manages to earn rupees 800 in a month. His elder son works as a helper in tea shop and earns rupees 300 per month. None of the children go to school. They have no access to health care. Now let us see the example of rural area. Lakha Singh lives in a small village. He does not own any land, so works for big farmers. The family of 8 cannot always manage 2 meals a day. Women of the family spend day chopping fodder, collecting firewood in the field. His father passed away in the lack of medication. Now mother is also suffering from the same disease. New clothes, soap, oil are luxury for the family. Lakha never went to school and started earning at the age of 10. There are many dimensions of poverty. Landlessness, size of the family, illiteracy, helplessness, unemployment, malnutrition, and child labor. Apart from above issues, there are other dimensions of poverty also, like lack of shelter, unable to get medication, lack of clean drinking water and sanitation, no regular job, etc. Social scientists earlier saw poverty through the indicators of level of income and consumption level. Now it is looked through other indicators also, like illiteracy level, resistance to malnutrition, lack of access to health care, and lack of job opportunity. Poverty can also be seen in terms of social exclusion and vulnerability. Let us discuss these two indicators. Social exclusion means that poor people have to live in poor surroundings only. They are excluded from social equality and better surroundings. Actually, it is a process through which individuals or groups are excluded from facilities, benefits, and opportunities that others enjoy. Therefore, it may lead to having very low income. Let us see and explain the term vulnerability. Vulnerability is a measure which describes the greater probability of certain groups or individuals of remaining poor in the coming years also. It is determined by the options available to different communities like education, health, job opportunities, etc. It is analyzed on the basis of the greater risk they face at the time of natural calamities like earthquake, flood, tsunami, and terrorism. In fact, these groups are more adversely affected than other people. Let us discuss poverty line. Poverty line is a method used to measure poverty on the basis of income or consumption level. A person is considered poor if his or her income or consumption level falls below a given minimum level required to fulfill basic needs. Basic needs are different in different times in different countries. Therefore, poverty line may vary with the time and place. For example, not having a car in United States is considered poor. But in India, owning a car is a luxury. If we talk about our country mainly, food, clothing, fuel, education, and medical requirement are required to fulfill basic needs. These physical quantities are multiplied by their prices in rupees. Also, poverty line is based on the desired calorie requirement, which varies with the age, sex, and type of work a person does. Average calorie requirement in India. In rural area, average calorie requirement per person per day is 2400 calories. But in urban area, it is 2100 calories per person per day. People living in rural area engage themselves in more physical work, therefore they need higher calories. On the basis of above calculation, the poverty line for a person was fixed rupees 816 per month for rural area and rupees 1000 for urban area. In this way, in the year 2011 and 12, a family of 5 members living in rural areas and earning less than about 4080 rupees per month will be below the poverty line. Similar family in the urban areas need a minimum of rupees 5000 per month. The poverty line is estimated by sample national surveys. These surveys are carried out by the Sample Survey Organization, that is National Sample Survey Organization. For comparing different developing countries, many international organizations like World Bank use a uniform standard for poverty line, minimum availability of the equivalent of $1 per person per day. Next topics we'll discuss in part 2. We'll meet again in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.